Hey guys, welcome back. It's Matt Miller, and today we're looking at this clip of Donald Trump walking into a Cuban restaurant in Miami. And the mainstream media has been telling you for the last 8 years that Donald Trump is a racist and that he hates Latinos. But watch for yourself what happens when he does this. This destroys all the myths that the mainstream media has been shoving down America's throat. They say that Trump supporters are racist, Latinos should hate Trump and his supporters. This right here, though, is the truth behind how the Latino community views Trump, and especially Cubans who have fled and escaped from one of the worst left-wing dictatorships, the far-left socialist Cuba, that basically makes them have the ability to see right through the Democrats' game plan. They're not falling for their BS. And that's why they support Trump. So check this out. But before we jump in, I'm going to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video. It helps us out in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content and ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post new content. Let's jump into the video.
I'm never going to fight this guy. Jorge, how you doing? Very good, sir. He's a good guy. He's a champion. He likes to fight. You're the champion. You're the champion. Are you ready? Are you ready? Food for everyone. Food for everyone. Thank you very much, darling. You take care of yourself. Jorge, where's Jorge? Right here, sir. Let's get a picture. Come on. This guy, great champ. Just don't fight him.
One this way, sir. Justin? One this way.
Pero tiene que salir de presidente otra vez. Tiene que salir otra vez.
Look at the outside.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Some birthday. Some birthday. We got a government that's out of control.
Former President Donald Trump left his day in court to make a campaign stop at Versailles in Little Havana. We see the crowd welcoming him. He's shaking hands. He's hugging people. Somebody you hear now, they're saying happy birthday. The president's birthday, former president's birthday is tomorrow. He saying I love you back to the crowd, taking lots of photos. Somebody actually shouted out and said, "Are you okay? We're with you." He's been smiling and being the former president that we're used to seeing. Thumbs up, photos, Calvin?
Well, I'll show you some of the players. You might have seen Jorge Masvidal, the famous MMA fighter who has been a longtime Trump supporter. I think we want to listen in here. Let's hear what he's saying right now.
We've got no borders. We have a country that's got nothing but problems. We're a nation in decline, and then they do this stuff. And you see where the people are. We love the people, and you see where they are. You see the crowds and everything else. We have a country that is in decline like never before, and we can't let it happen. I'm going to make a little speech tonight in Bedminster, and I hope you're going to be there.
Can you start tomorrow?
You're going to be there.
Former president.
You can come too if you want. Okay?
Former president.
This right here would melt the brains of the CNN pundits and the MSNBC, MSDNC pundits that have been saying for years that the Latino community should fear Trump and that his agenda is going to oppress them, is going to deport them, all this cartoonish nonsense. It's like cartoonish exaggerations that are not grounded in reality whatsoever. These people, especially Cuban Americans, they know full well the dangers of far left, radical left ideology because they saw it destroy their country and consume it from the inside out, cannibalize itself. And there's nothing left. I mean, Cuba is not, it's far from paradise. I mean, it's a beautiful tropical island, but its economy is in shambles. It doesn't have any freedom of speech. It's been run by dictators since the Communist Revolution, which was a violent uprising where many thousands of people were killed and subjugated. And these people know full well where this road leads, the road that the Democrat Party is trying to set America on. These economic ideas that are incredibly dangerous and just erode at the free market. They destroy profits and entrepreneurship. They basically crush people's will to build their country up because they don't allow for people to, they basically worship equality. They want everyone to be forced to be equal, which destroys the ability for entrepreneurs to go out and take risk and work extremely hard to build something because now there's no payoff. You're just going to be equal to everybody else. So there's no reason to go and participate in capitalism. Cuban Americans get it, and many other Latin Americans get it when they've come from countries that have echoed these Democrat Party policy points, and they are very suspicious. They're like, wow, we've heard this before. Back in the home country, we know where this goes. And they see Trump as the guy who's fighting against that. He stands for American patriotism, America First policies, for American citizens, which many of these people are. They came through the right way. They came through legally. And they went through that, and now they see millions and millions of people every year coming through, jumping the line, and becoming massive, I don't want to say it, too harshly, but in many cases it's true, burdens or threats to border communities, right? Because you don't know who's coming over the border. Many of them, I would even say most of them are nice people that want to come here. I wish that they would come legally because I don't think it's fair for people that do go through our immigration process legally and go through all of that and jump through all those hoops. But many of them, because we're not able to vet them, or we're not vetting them currently, and they're just coming over Biden's border, are dangerous people that need to be vetted. We need to give them background checks. We need to find out if they're members of cartels, if they have violent past, and because when they come here, they're committing crimes just like they were wherever they came from. So, and this is a minority of them, but if there's one bad guy in a group of 100 good guys, and you didn't check out any of them, you're not going to be able to find that guy. So we just need to, Trump understands this. He understands that the border needs to be controlled, and that for many reasons. It's a safety reason, it's a preventing human and drug trafficking reason, and it's also a socioeconomic reason because the communities that these people are coming into can't sustain them. They don't have a place. Like, look at New York City. That was one of the best things Greg Abbott ever did, was he sent a lot of these illegal migrants up to New York City and said, hey, look, you support this stuff, you deal with them. And now they have these hotels, these luxury hotels that are just full of migrants. They've become really shitholes. You can see the footage online of what these places look like, once very nice hotels. Now, the reason that they're doing it is that the local government is using tax dollars and paying these hotels, the owners of these hotels, very, very well to house these migrants. So it's a win-win business situation for them. The only people that lose are New Yorkers and American taxpayers. So anyway, it's a shame. And Donald Trump has the balls to stand up and say this. And it's not to be conflated with an anti-Latino sentiment. Obviously, look at this clip. He's clearly not anti-Latino. This is one of many, many situations where he goes into minority communities and instantly clicks, and they see him for what he really is, which is an American, a pro-American candidate, and a pro-American president, and somebody who's going to fight for them and isn't going to carry water for the uniparty's agenda that only serves the elites in Washington, D.C. It's perpetuated by the elitist media and elitist Hollywood, and it serves the rich people that live in gated mansions just outside of Washington, D.C. It doesn't serve the American people that are struggling to pay their bills and struggling to pay for their groceries. So anyway, not to go on too long there, but I think that this clip, even though it seems so simple, it says a lot about who Trump really is. We see him in this candid light, and seeing a politician be candid and off the cuff like this, I mean, think about how often we saw Joe Biden in a similar situation. They wouldn't let him in a situation like this because they know it would be a train wreck. Can we imagine seeing Kamala Harris do this? She would get heckled to hell, and she wouldn't fit in. She's an elitist, right? She's not of the people. Trump may be a billionaire, but at least he relates to average Americans. Clearly, he does. And we see him in all these different situations where he comes off natural and friendly and like a kind person. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post new content. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.